Hello, this is Whatcast, and I'm Matt. So, congratulations to Flatzoid, who has won the Top Left Award for 2025, the award that MC Toon and FTFE award the most Dunning-Kruger Flat Earther of the Year. I think he should have definitely won by now, but he's won this year. Just if you don't understand what Dunning-Kruger means, it is literally the person that is so clueless, has such little knowledge that they actually believe that they are an expert of the topic that they are talking about, whatever that topic may be. In Flatzoid's case, he is the most intelligent person in the world on every topic. And everyone else is ridiculously stupid on that topic, even PhD physicists, etc. In other words, somebody's so stupid that they have no idea how stupid they are. Highlights of the year. Reasons that he probably won this award. By the way, I didn't vote for Flatzoid. I voted for some bloke called Fred from TikTok, who's an absolute moron. But anyway, the rightful person, I believe, has won. Some quick highlights before I get to my absolute favourite clip. I'm going to show you my favourite clip of the year. The reason why he has won this award, right? So he failed to make predictions. He went on a debate, on Modern Day Debate, I think, against Will Duffy, and the idea was to make globe Earth predictions and flat Earth predictions for the final experiment, which happened last December. Will made his predictions. Flatzoid didn't make any predictions, just nut up through the entire debate. That was ridiculous. After the final experiment, he was so blown away, like he attempted all of the debunks and pretended they didn't go, etc. Then finally settled on, I think I'm just going to attack all the flat earthers that went, and ended up calling the lady that went, Lisbeth. He ended up calling her the village bycicle. Purely because she had more balls than him and actually went to Antarctica to find out the truth. And when she came back, she didn't lie about what she saw. She didn't lie about what she saw just to protect the cult. Since the final experiment, he has spiraled to the point of, I'm not playing anymore. I'm not talking about Flat Earth anymore, and I won't be reacting to anyone anymore. By the way, hi Flatzoid, you're definitely going to be watching this. And so he issued an apology to Lisbeth for calling her a whore, basically, and but then said it wasn't his fault. It was because people were nasty to him. That's why he did it. And I'm not playing anymore. I'm not talking about this. And then immediately went back within days and started talking about Flat Earth again because his channel was not making any money, not talking about Flat Earth. So without further ado, let's get onto my favourite moment of the year then. Here it is. South Pole Gate.
Hold on, you guys. This is really big because you guys are helping me end flat Earth. You guys have no idea where the South Pole is.
Everybody's actually everybody's calling you the most dishonest bastard to ever live.
That's okay. You guys don't know where the South Pole is. That's all I care about.
I do. 90 degrees south.
So you don't care about your pastoralship at all. You don't care about your reputation as a pastor. That is ridiculous.
All you care about is
debunking flat Earth.
Hey,
you can't debunk it. You can't.
Flatzoid. Does 50 degrees south? Where is that? Where's 50 degrees south?
It's 50 degrees south.
No. Where is it on the Earth?
At 50 degrees south.
Okay,
it's a geographical location that they put based on a grid system.
Yeah, but where is it?
By flat Earth, by the way. The latitude and longitude come from a flat Earth Cartesian system.
Is there land at 50 degrees south, or is it ocean?
I don't know. Let me check.
Yeah, let him check real quick. We're not lost, dude. The thing is that your grid system can be changed easily.
Roger.
Hello. Yeah.
You're very lost. You should be correcting Flatzoid right now.
Well, it depends.
Say Flatzoid, 90 degrees south on a flat Earth is not a single location. Correct him, Roger. Do good
it's
right now.
50 degrees south, a single location.
No.
So then you're a hypocrite again.
No, I'm not. On the globe,
yes,
90 degrees south is a single location. On a flat Earth, it's not. You guys don't know where the south.
How can you not even understand what he's getting at? That's so weird. It's like he's describing the geographical South Pole as 90 degrees south. Will is trying to point out that that's all around the edge of the disc. So it can't be in one location. So to try to clarify to them the stupidity of what they're saying, he's saying, point out 50 degrees south for me. Flatzoid's then discovering, after finding out where it is by Googling it, that it's not in one location. So he says to Will, is that in one location? No. Ah, gotcha. What?
In reality, it is.
Yeah.
Wait.
You asked
You're
where's
saying
the South Pole. I said the ceremonial South Pole is 90 degrees south on the latitude and longitude grid system.
You
Okay,
got to prove it's
Flatzoid.
an actual pole too. On top
Just,
of that,
let me put it this
Right.
way. You can go to the actual ceremonial South Pole. Can you not, Duffy?
I'm asking you how I get there and where it is.
You can fly. You can take a boat. You can travel when you get to Antarctica by ski.
It's
It
an actual
doesn't matter.
location, yeah.
But where?
It's a
But a
where
grid system
location on a grid
doesn't matter.
yep. No. Okay. So now you're saying it doesn't matter because you guys don't know where it is. If I want to
I
get
do.
there, in the,
Antarctica.
if I
When he does that, that is why he won. When he starts speaking slower, because he's an idiot. So he's getting completely called out on something that he knows, and he's doubled down. Like, he's actually named this video "Deceptive Duffy Show Up." Not even shows up, show up. All right. And then his misunderstanding, he obviously clicks in his head that he's being a dick. But he has to, if I speak slower, my idiot audience will think that I'm confident and that I'm winning. And if I keep the video up, I didn't concede anything. How could you keep this video on your channel? He's being absolutely made a fool of.
want to get there, if I want to get there,
you call that. Okay.
if I want to get there as quickly as possible, which continent would I start in? Would I start in Africa, South America, or Australia?
Doesn't really matter which one's closer.
Well, which one of those continents is closer to the ceremonial South Pole?
I'm guessing Chile.
Yes, because you guys don't know. So that is an incorrect answer. So,
Okay, then what's the closest continent?
I'm not, guys. I'm sorry, I can't do your research for you.
No. You just told me I'm wrong. So what is
The fake laughter down here.
And how are you ending flat Earth again? I'm just wondering. Just
No, I just want to know. The guy's telling me I'm wrong, so I'm asking him what is it. So he's not going to tell me. So that means he doesn't know.
No, I do know.
Oh
So
my
I will
God.
tell you.
What
You
is
ready?
it?
Okay.
So infantile. That means he don't know. He won't tell me. No, he's asking you because he knows you don't know, and he's exposing you live to your idiot followers that probably still think no, they don't actually think you won this conversation. They know you lost, but their ego would be bruised if they admit you looks like a fucking knob, so they have to pretend that you didn't.
Okay.
I told you. It's Australia.
So okay, so you guys disagree. One of you think it's South America. One of you thinks it's Australia.
Australia's the lowest continent, dude. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
On your
Roger,
globe, yeah.
this is important.
No, it's not.
If you go south from Australia, you'll be here. If you go south from South America, you'll be here.
Dude,
Both
I
of
don't
those
use that.
places-
I don't
Wait.
use the Gleason's
Again,
map,
showing a
dude.
map. Wait. He's again showing a map that all of us have literally specifically told him we don't ascribe
We
to.
don't.
Correct, guys?
We don't use that, dude. We don't use the Gleason's map. It's been
What is
debunked.
wrong?
Such a cop out now with the we don't use that. We don't use that. Any map you use, flat earthers out there that pretend that they don't use the Gleason's map. Any map that you use, any projection of anything flat is surrounded by the South Pole. Anything you use is. So the question is relevant regardless of the land masses in the center, right? You all agree there is an ice wall around the outside of anything you use. You pretend that because you don't claim the distances in land masses in the center of it, that means you don't use this map. It doesn't matter if the land masses are the same, unless you've got one that the South Pole doesn't surround, therefore holding the waters in, then you don't have an argument. This is relevant.
2006.
What's wrong with this map?
The Gleason's map is used specifically for a certain purpose, and we've never ever ascribed to the Gleason's map.
What is
Never,
wrong about
if
this
you've
map?
ever listened to any of my content, you would know
Globe
we've never
projection.
ascribed to Gleason's
Globe
map
projection, dude.
as reality. It's a verification fallacy.
I just want to know what's wrong with this.
Oh, fallacy. It's a fallacy. Is it surrounded by ice, your map? Oh, no, sorry. We don't use a map. We don't use a map.
This map, please tell me.
It's used for specific certain things. In that case, it's used for longitudinal time. It's a time map. It's a sundial
So it's correct.
for the sun's time.
What is it wrong about?
Position that you're trying to put on. It's not made for position.
It's wrong about the position that you're trying to put on. Just that's it. It's right about everything else, but not about the... You're trying to put a geographical South Pole on there, and it can't do that. So it's wrong about that thing only.
Okay, so
we're not
You
here
know
to
that
tell
you
there's
know
an
the
ice
Gleason's
wall
map
either.
is just a distortion of the globe. It's literally an equidistal map that your globe uses for travel.
So, guys, this is
No, the
important.
globe doesn't
I
use that for
believe
travel.
that no
What
flat
do you
earther
believe?
has any
Everything doesn't work
idea
He's shaking his head
where
at
the South
everyone
Pole
else.
is.
We do. It's away
Where?
from north.
The fact that this guy has followers is absolutely criminal. People watch him shaking his head there after being mugged off like this. Wow.
I'm
Bye.
away from north, and I'm not at the South Pole,
Bye.
Flatzoid. You got to do
No,
better.
leave it in the South
If you
Pole,
look
dude.
north and you go
You're not
to the
getting it.
back south, you will end in the South Pole, will you not?
On a globe only.
No.
You just proved the globe.
Yes.
No,
No, we
even
didn't.
on the Gleason's
No.
map. If you're looking north and you travel opposite south, you'll end up in the south.
Yes, but you end up at the South Pole if you go in any direction. You will on the globe. You know the question. You just think that your idiot followers are stupid. You're right, they are.
Yeah,
Has anybody ever?
Let's go
Hey, hold
do
on.
something.
Hold on.
Do something.
Hold on.
No, I'll just say one thing.
Flatzoid
hold
just
on.
said something false.
No, it's
No, he
not.
didn't. Now
So
listen to
if
what I'm
you-
telling you, dude.
If you head south from north, you could end up in South America. If you head south from north, you could end up in Australia. Those are different places.
So you go
Flatzoid.
south. So you do go south. Well done.
Going
Away from
south, going south on a flat Earth, you end up in different places.
You end up in the south. You said you can't go south from north. I said you can go south from north. All directions from north is south, Duffy.
But you would not end up in the same place.
Who said
It's
you
all,
will?
listen, it's all theory.
Even on a globe, you
Okay.
won't end up in the same place.
If you go south on a globe, you won't end up in the same place, apparently, according to Flatzoid. Yeah.
Yes, you will.
It's just
No, you
trying to
won't.
catch you in
Yeah, but-
words.
yeah,
and
but Jeff,
trying
he
to
doesn't
force you to
understand.
one
Even
man
on
on
his
thing
globe.
garbage. Like a
Remember, he started us off with, you said when they go to the South Pole, then they take off,
Weasel.
then you claim they fly left or right. Yes, they do, because they go from different locations. If you fly from, even on your globe, from Australia to go to the South Pole, you don't just travel directly south. You travel
Yes, you do.
southeast. If you
Okay.
travel from Chile, you travel southwest.
Now I'm gonna
Okay,
ask you a
so
question.
this is important. You're now telling us where the South Pole is.
I'm telling you on your globe.
It's not a pole, dude. It's
No.
a imaginary
I don't
place.
want to know.
It's not.
I understand the globe. I want to know where the South Pole is on a flat Earth. Just so you guys
In
know.
Antarctica, 90 degrees south.
Hey,
That's wherever they
Flatzoid.
place the ceremonial South Pole.
Flatzoid.
It's not
You
a
are-
real place, dude. It's not a pole. It's not a pole.
It's
on a
not an
globe.
actual geographical position.
Okay.
It's a ceremonial South Pole. Do you understand what
someone-
that is?
You're mental.
Can someone correct?
It's calling him mental whilst supporting the bell end of the year.
Over.
Can
the
someone
South Pole
correct
and come up
Roger?
north.
Can someone correct Roger? He just said there's no pole.
There's no
There
pole.
isn't.
No.
okay,
There is
There's no
none.
globe. There's no pole.
Is you guys talked about a ceremonial pole?
Yes, that people made like a pole and they
Yeah.
stuck it in the ground
Yes,
and said,
where-
this we shall call the ceremonial South Pole.
Where is it?
In Antarctica.
Antarctica.
Where?
90 degrees south.
Okay, Flatzoid, you're gonna regret this. Okay.
No, I'm not going to regret.
Well, probably not, because he's probably quite happy that he's relevant. He's such a delusional narcissist that he'd be loving that anybody makes videos about him, and the fact that he's won an award to being the biggest dickhead in flat Earth. And that is quite a mountain to climb, actually, when you think of the other contenders.
Anything.
What
Never
is
regret
90
it, does he?
So much.
What are you gonna do?
You'll regret saying this. You'll regret saying
How
that.
more clear he can
You
be?
went, you went to
He's
Antarctica.
using a Cartesian system on a globe. We're not playing that, dude. They're not gonna play the Cartesian
guys.
system on the globe. Sorry, don't worry.
Flatzoid, you are gonna regret this because on a flat Earth, 90 degrees south is
No, you're talking
bigger
about a
than
Gleason's map.
all of the continents combined.
No.
You mean
No.
on a Gleason's map that we told you
No.
to subscribe to? You know,
On
this
a-
is the dishonesty that he doesn't understand.
On a flat Earth,
Right, I think that's the best place to leave it. The fact that he's just said that the other person doesn't understand. That exemplifies Dunning-Kruger, everybody. Congratulations for Fkatzoid for winning the top left 2025. Hopefully, if whoever's watching this, congratulate Flatzoid in the comments, because he will definitely be watching this himself, and it'll be good for his ego to get the congratulations in the comment section. Cheers, everybody. Catch you next time.